And this gets into something else I heard on a podcast recently, which I think is Father Zulsdorf's podcast. He does the Lenten podcast series. The quote that in moral theology, that which is difficult during your normal life is impossible at death. If you have difficulty doing little things like this during your normal everyday life, you're not going to be able to do it at all at the time of death.
Exactly. And so you need to think about these things. And as weird as it seems, if you start and you're able to focus and you're able to develop these virtues, specifically virility and charity, in something as completely really trivial as the example of cleaning up a bathroom, let's now take that all the way to the other extreme. What are you going to do when you are put in a position where morally the expectation will be for you to lay down your life and die for somebody? What if you're in a situation where there is an active shooter? If you can't engage in self-sacrifice, in the self-sacrifice of wiping down a countertop in a public bathroom or picking up paper towels off the floor, do we honestly believe that when the time comes for you to throw your body on top of or in front of a child or between a perfect stranger and an active shooter,
which happened in this shooting?
Yes, absolutely. There were there two of the teachers. One of them was a coach, I believe, literally threw himself on top of and took bullets for some of the students.
I think the assistant football coach took 9 shots, if I remember correctly, from what I've read. And in terms of, I will lay down my life to protect these kids who are probably snot-nosed little jerks to begin with, but that's not the point. What is the manly, virtuous, virile thing to do here? Is it to be, and he wasn't armed either. So he gave his life, and he knew from the moment he was going to do something about this, that this was going to be the last thing he did, as opposed to the 4 sheriff's deputies outside the building who did nothing.